Welcome back to the best fantasy recap show this side of Mississippi, probably all of North America. This is the third installment, and they say third time's a charm, so let's get after it. After 2 weeks, Ryan Patrick Sheehan is in first place. In dead last place is Tony Zebo, and everyone else kind of falls somewhere in between. Standings really don't matter too much. There's a lot of games left. Anything can happen, and that's the beauty of fantasy football. There was a lot of close matches this week. I'd use a calculator, not because I'm bad at math, but because the margins were razor thin. In the closest match of the week, David squeaked out a 1.66 point win over Tony to keep him winless. David's rapist QB dropped the ball literally and figuratively, but lucky for him, his rookie running backs, that's plural, carried him to the victory. Call it beginner's luck, call it whatever you want. Nicky Clicky continues his tear, jumping out to a 2-0 start. It helps when you play the lowest score of the week. There has been some rumors that Cody didn't finish his beer, but this is a show of facts and not hearsay, so we'll leave that one alone. Last week, Nick was carried by Eckler. This week, he's carried by Allen. It pays to be a Chargers fan. In fantasy football, not so much real life. It looked like a championship hangover was going to hit Tyler's team hard after Chubb's knee got hit sideways. But it was an epic comeback. TJ Watt and the Steelers defense literally willed him to a narrow victory over Jack's team. If only Breece Hall had scored more than 0.9 points, he very well might be 2-0. He should have stuck to Gibbs. Kevin's team had a meeting. He told Higgins and Tony they need to play better. Higgins clearly got the message. Tony, I'm not sure he speaks or understands English. Look at the guy. He looks like an alien. But he gets the win. Dom drops to 0-2, and maybe he should have a team meeting because he has to figure it out quick or it's going to be an awful start. Let's address the elephant in the room. I'm a head case. If I don't tinker with my lineup, I'm 2-0 and very well may be in first place. I decided to bench the Cowboys defense in week 1, then in week 2 decided to bench my first round pick. I'm an idiot. I get it. I need to take a long look in the mirror and figure out who I want to be. Let's give Mikey his flowers. He did beat me. His team's like average, I guess. TJ Watt is clearly the best defender in the league. Best fantasy defensive player. What a pick by him. Now, what you all been waiting for. Match of the week. Ryan beats Steve in a barn burner. Steve outscores everyone in the league outside of Ryan. Unfortunately, fantasy football and football in real life is a game of matchups. Steven starts his career as commissioner 0-2. If he starts Swift or Kirky Turkey, the quarterback he roots for in real life, he walks out of this bloodbath a winner. Listen, I don't think you should ever root for injuries, but the league needs some help because Ryan is on a tear and Kamar and JT are very much on their way back. When I reached out to the managers for comment, Steve had nothing to say. He's on to next week. Ryan said some stupid shit. I'm not going to read that. I'll save you guys and him the embarrassment. That's it for this week's recap. The picks I've been giving out are 0-2, I'm pretty sure. Like, awful. But I love Tennessee, plus 3.5. You do with that information what you want. That's this wrap up. I'll see you again next week. Peace out. Goodbye.